Now, you might have seen the movie Concrete Cowboy on Netflix starring Idris Elba, but Baltimore has its very own version. It's actually run by a retired teacher whose unbridled love of horses turned into a 15-year mission to saddle up kids for success. Ahesahmahk Dahn is Baltimore's own concrete cowboy. Every Tuesday, he drives his horses into the city, setting up a corral underneath the high-rises in the heart of Baltimore.
Have at it.
Offering kids life lessons with each lift up into the saddle.
They learn compassion. They learn how to work together.
Mr. Dahn could have retired, but instead, he rounded up some horses and created the City Ranch, a nonprofit that teaches kids to ride and also connect and care for the creatures without having to leave their neighborhoods. And it's changing lives.
It feels good because he's coming out here and teaching us, trying to help us get it together and keep us safe at the same time.
Mr. Dahn is just a great teacher. He goes in depth about everything we learn, making sure we get it right.
Kids are also invited to practice at the organization's 29-acre ranch, where the Dahns are handing the reins to future generations.
Given the right stimuli, the children that we think cannot, can. But we, the adults, have to be the leaders. And when we do that, we can see a child walking away with his head up.
This is absolutely incredible. I mean, we're in this oasis, Mr. Dahn, but you take this happiness 45 minutes into the city so that other kids can experience this.
Right. You know, it's how do we get positive character in our children? We have to demonstrate it. Yeah. How do they get confidence? They have to practice. And so when they see these horses, they have to make a decision about their comfort zone. Are they gonna stay in it? Yeah. Or are they gonna get out of it?
When you see the kids see the horses, and then maybe one was a little worried about touching a horse, and they move in closer and closer, and they finally touch Hollywood or Bear, what does that do for you? What does that mean?
I'm a retired educator and at Carver. Just to give you a perspective, my school was right near the Freddie Gray outbreak. One time, Ahesahmahk bought the horses, and I just happened to be in the hallway afterwards. Some of the students rode, and I heard a boy, and he was talking to a friend. He said, "Man, there's horses out there, real horses. No, and they let you get on them. People were really riding them, man." And that was beyond an emotional feeling for me, knowing that that's the whole mission.
You're right.
To show you something that might distract you from a minute from whatever else Baltimore offers. They need something that will rock their world.
Yeah.
And so we know a horse will rock the world
it will rock
of
your
a child.
World.
Yes.
All right, well, I'm ready to rock my world.
All right.
Ride Bear.
All right.
Hollywood, I hear you're more, you know, you have your own personality. I decided I wanted Bear. Me and Bear like it nice and easy.
Ready, go. Let me get my horse.
Come on, Bear. Let's go. It's beautiful. It has to cost a fortune to care for these horses. How do you finance it?
We do fundraisers and donations.
Oh, and donations. I mean, your mission is so beautiful. What kind of support do you get to keep this going?
We get a lot of support, but not at the level yet, that financial level yet, that we need. Done just like a Texas cowgirl.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Just recently, the Dahns received the heartbreaking news that the owners of the land the ranch sits on have put it up for sale. And if they can't raise the money to buy it themselves, they may be forced to find a new home for the program they've built. Despite this setback, they say their mission remains the same, to bring their love of horses into the city that's brought them and their students so much joy over the years.